go. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my channel. This is literally video number 1. Even though I'm driving in a van right now on my way to work, this is actually a motorcycle channel. The channel is called Tom on 2. My name's Tom, and I'm going to be spending a lot of time on two wheels on my motorbike and going on an epic journey. This is my great adventure of my life, let me tell you about it. And I'm hoping that when I tell you what I'm going to do, you might just fucking subscribe. Let me tell you what I'm going to do. So, yeah, for years and years, I've just been like any other, you know, casual motorbike tourer. You know, when you get a few weeks spur in summer, you head down to Spain or Pyrenees, or, you know, you ride across Europe to the south of France and all that, which is amazing, which is class. But I want to do more. So, here's what I've decided to do. I've decided to ride to the other side of the planet. I'm going to start a series called the Antipode Adventure. So for any of you who don't know what an antipode is, it's a term that's used usually in geographical circumstances. It can be used for other things, but it's used quite a lot when you're talking about the world. And the antipode is the direct opposite of where you are. So me, I live in Preston, Lancashire, England. The antipode of Preston is basically New Zealand. Funnily enough, it isn't actually New Zealand, it's in the sea. Very close to a tiny little island. And the island is called the Antipode Island. And I've not decided to call my series the Antipode, an Antipode Adventure for that reason. I've realised that after I've named the series. So yeah, basically I'm going to ride my motorcycle from Preston in Lancashire, where I live, to the other side of the world. It's going to be an amazing adventure. Now, basically, I do have a job. You know what I mean? I've got a family and a mortgage, so I'm committed. So I don't have the luxury of just disappearing for a year. Take a year off. I wish, but I don't. So basically, I'm gonna have to do it in stages. So here's my plan. I'm gonna try and take 2-3 weeks off. Well, 2 weeks off a month, basically. I'm fortunate enough to have a job where it's flexible. When my work is done, my work is done. So if I can cram a month's worth of work into 2 weeks, and then have 2 weeks free, that's what I'm going to try and do. So basically, I'm going to try and do it in little stages. Stay in Preston, 2 weeks across Europe, you know. And you people will be able to tell me if this is an option, because I've never gone anywhere too far, so I've never had to deal with Carnet de Passage and things like that. So hopefully you guys can maybe even comment, people who've got more experience than me doing it, in dealing with Carnets, and tell me if this is even an option. But what I want to do is ride, for instance, 2 weeks, ride through Europe. I know I'm not giving myself a lot of time to get through Europe, but get to Turkey, get to the river between Europe and Asia, and leave my bike there. Hopefully, through the power of the internet, find somebody who's willing to chuck it in the garage or in the barn for me. Cheap flight, back to England, do some work, and then when I've got 2 weeks spare, fly back to where my bike is, carry on to the other side of the world. And my rough route would be through Europe, to Turkey, through Iran, into Pakistan, India, is it Burma, East Asia, Thailand, Vietnam, then down through Malaysia, island hop, Australia, across Australia, to New Zealand, right to the far end of New Zealand, to where I touch the sea and literally dip my toe in the sea, have a swim. And for me, that is basically the Antipode. Rather than getting a boat then, which is like a 2-day shitty boat, to this deserted tiny little island, just to say, no, I'll just go to right to the end of New Zealand. I've done it, I've got there. So yeah, that's my plan. So if anyone out there who's got more experience than me dealing with corners and, you know, is it even an option to leave my bike somewhere for 2 weeks, simply fly away and fly back? Am I going to have problems at the airport flying away? You know, are they going to say, where's your motorbike? You know, is it an option? I hope it is. Now, realistically, it might take me 2 years to get to the other side of the world, doing it in stages. But I'm alright with that. I don't mind, you know. And plus, it'll make a good series, a good YouTube series. 2 years worth of content, travelling to the other side of the planet. And here's the twist. Here's the twist. When I get to the other side of the planet, hopefully I've built up a following. You know, I might have if I'm lucky, I might have a group of followers on this channel, and hopefully there's someone in New Zealand who I've inspired, and I'll give them the bike, I'll give them the keys. I still own the bike, but I'll say, there you go, there's the bike, there's the keys, you have yourself an adventure. I'll see you in Preston. No matter how long it takes you, years, I don't care. You knock on my door when you get back, giving me keys, give me bike back, free rein of that bike, go. That's the plan. So yeah, that's what I want to do. So this is video number 1. Video number 2 will be me introducing you to the motorcycle I'm going on, and you might be a little bit surprised what it is as well, but I'm going to leave that with you. Over and out. Peace.